Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the forex market. Today I think that we could take a look at the British pound. So because the two major events that we have talked about has happened. So first, if you remember, our trading, let's call it with the definite targets, have finished at this point, because here was the XOP of the major ABCD patterns, was target XOP of this reverse head and shoulders that we have traded. It's actually where we have decided to take the long position, and as well that was the butterfly target. So that's the logical target was standing here, and that is the point that we could definitely say that this market has to reach, and this has happened. This action has happened already on the election results. So yes, it was widely suggested, but since we're usually not provide any forecasting on different event tradings, we could announce our view, but that's not the tool in our analysis to make the forecast on the events. But anyway, Boris Johnson takes the lead, has take the victory. It was a rally, and now, as we said, when market will hit these areas, probably will be the pullback. It's a simple conclusion based on the technical situation, because market here stands at difficult confidence resistance in 44,135 area. It has been hit, and market stands overbought, not on the daily but on the weekly as well. That's technical. It suggests the pullback. Besides, market so long was preparing to this event and taking a lot of bets, so that's reasonable pullback, because traders who are just buying on a rumor starting to sell on the fact, and that has led to mass profit booking as a result has happened. Besides, as you know, tomorrow it will be Bank of England meeting, and that will be the first meeting when the investors finally will pay attention to the real economy. So currently the economy doesn't stand overshadowed by political news, some political life, but now it's come to the first stage, and now when the election has happened, now investors again put it in focus what will happen in the economy, what's going on here, and that really could bring some results. And this is also another reason why investors take the careful positions and just see what will happen. Before we continue with the Great British Pound, I also would like to show you the picture on the euro. Well, on the euro currency, indeed, as you can see, the downward action has started here, as we talked about, but as you can see, it has started slightly after this spike up. So market approximately has reached the 618 level, slightly exceeded it, and then starts dropping. As a result, currently we could consider it's possible Gartley's triple to sell with downward action. So we will see what will happen. And currently we need to see on the euro reaching of this conference support areas 111, or if market starts climbing high and taking out of this top, well, in this case, it's probably we could make the conclusion that market's preparing for the challenge and the breakout of the daily resistance. So that's what we will keep an eye on. If you have taken the short position here, that was a grabber, by the way, guys, by the MACD indicator, you will see. You could keep it, just not forget to manage it. So move your stops to the break-even, or maybe take some profit. Do not leave it without any attention, and manage your risk on this position. So what we have on the British Pound on the cable, it's very interesting situation, because here is on a daily chart you could see the clear large evening star pattern, candlestick pattern. So upward action, doji, and collapsed. And collapse is closed below this previous open price. But it's not all yet. If you'll take a look at the weekly chart here, you will see the huge, perfect, bearish engulfing pattern is forming right at the reversal area. So that's very good setup. It potentially suggests that market should at least show downward action equals to the length of the bars of this engulfing pattern. This in turn suggests that here we could get some minor pullback before downward continuation, and then we should get some extension. So here we have some kind of this fractals, or you could call it as a nested doll. So because here take a look at the first pattern, It could be mining head and shoulders, something of that sort. It's retracement downward continuation. When we will come to the 127, 128 area, take a look. Here you could get greater pattern. So that could become left shoulder. This could become head. This maybe could be formed the right shoulder. Of course, it will depend on some economical information, other fundamental news, but technically this situation is possible. That's what we will keep an eye on the Great British Pound as well. Meantime, currently we are mostly interested in what will happen here. Because take a look, market is gradually coming to the strong support. This is 53 confidence support. And take a look, it's daily oversold. So here will be definitely the support area. And after this sell-off, this momentum to the upside is really strong. Definitely the market should show some pullback here. Now we turn to the lower time frames. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see with this downward action, market has hit the XOP targets. This A, B, C, top XOP has been hit. And here we could consider 2 or maybe even 3 setups for trading. First setup is definitely the pullback and possible taking the short position somewhere around these areas with 132.41, 132.88. Some kind of for confluence it's a bit wide, but in general this cluster of the levels you can see in this tight range. And also it corresponds to the previous top of this potential, let's call it as a left shoulder. So anyway, some pullback should happen. Then here we could just track what the type of this pullback will be. If this will be A, B, C, D pattern, then we'll keep an eye on the possible chip onto the sell, and the usual things that we do when the retracement is starting. But approximately currently we could count on the pullback at least to the 132.40 area, somewhere in this level. Here, the first setup is to consider taking the short position. Second setup, if you'll take a look at this drop, you will see the good thrusting downward action. And this thrust is suitable for Judd Napoli bread and butter trade. So you could, again, depending on the type of how market will form here, if it will show the straight up retracement right to the fib level, 32.05 maybe the same, 32.40 area. That could be opportunity to go short with the Judd Napoli pattern. It's bread and butter sell. And ultimately, on the very short-term setup, if you will take a look at the 15-minute chart, on the 30-minute chart, you could try to get some pattern here. If it will be some bullish reversal pattern, it's possible to take this scalp long trade with the catching this pullback to the upside. Because, well, it will be not really big potential here, but still on the Great British Pound, rather, it has significant volatility, and even on the 4-time frame chart, here is 131, here is 132, so 100 pips is not really a bad distance for intraday trading. And if we will get the clear pattern here, it will be just great. Currently, guys, on the hourly chart, I do not see something really special. So yes, we have some divergences forming, but no patterns here still. And because of that, I'm not exclude chance that market could show some minor continuation. Maybe 3 drive pattern could be formed here, maybe not, maybe some different pattern. But why I think that market still could show some minor downward continuation, just because of existence of the strong support slightly lower. So here we have XOP. This is great that we have the XOP here, but the major support cluster stands lower, approximately 30.26, 30.12, 30.53. So in this area, while market here stands slightly higher. So this is 30.83. So approximately 30-40 pips lower, just around this line. This will be major support, starting of the major support area. So maybe pattern will be formed a bit later. If it will be formed, you also could use it for taking the long position, because daily support is rather strong, and you could easily hide your stop below this confidence, below the daily oversold, and almost in the 100% probability it will not be reached occasionally. So it will be a good stop. That, as you can see, multiple stops that we have in the Great British Pound right now, and very interesting will be to watch what is going on here, how it will be played on the market.